my name is Helene, and I don't know if you can hear it, but someone is partying really hard just outside, so that's why I was doing a little bit of a dance. But anyway, let's get this rolling. Today is Wednesday, and I'm here to do a video about my top 5 books of this year so far. I was going to do a video like this later in the year, but why not just do it now? This is perfect. I have read a lot of excellent books this year, and I had a hard time finding my top 5, but I did it, and these are my absolute favorite books of the year so far. The very first book is book number 5, my least favorite of the favorites, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I loved this book, and that's all I can say. I think you know this book, or at least you've heard of it, or watched the movie, or whatever. It is just a great story taking place in the Jazz Age in America, and I love it. I freaking love it. I was in awe when I read it, and I am maybe going to read it someday soon again. At number 4, we have a book that I read last week, and that is, what is it called? Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Celira-Alès, something like that. This book is such a heartwarming book. It has 2 main characters, 2 boys who are about 15 years old, who meet and they become friends. And the thing is, they are very awkward socially, so this is huge for them. Then the story takes on and it devolves into this beautiful tale about these 2 men growing up, and I love it. It just hit me right in the heart, and I absolutely loved it. At number 3, we have a book that I reread this year, and I had to include it on the list because the first time I read it, I just liked it. But the second time around, I was blown away, and that is The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. A book about an old man who visits an old house that he used to come to when he was a child, and then he starts thinking about memories and this girl he used to hang out with, and things get crazy, let me just tell you that, but it's so beautiful. I think the thing that I didn't like about it the first time around is that it becomes such a whimsical story, and I didn't really understand what was going on. But the second time around, it was pure magic, and I highly recommend this book. It is such a beautiful story. At number 2, we have one of my absolute favorite books of all time, and that is White Oleander by Janet Fitch. An absolutely amazing and beautiful tale about a girl whose mother goes to prison, and then this girl has to grow up in foster homes. And let me tell you, these foster homes are not very pleasant to live in. Everything goes wrong, and I'm not going to tell you much more than that because you have to experience it for yourself. I watched the movie as well recently, and the movie is equally as good, but the book is a little bit better, so read the book first and then maybe watch the movie if you like the book. And the book at the top of my list, a book that just blew me away. I read it very recently, and I love it so much, and that is The Interestings by Meg Wolitzer. Such a beautiful book. I keep saying the same thing about these books. They are beautiful, they are extraordinary, and the same goes for this one. This book follows a bunch of characters who meet up at a summer camp in their childhood or in their young adulthood, and we then follow these characters as they grow up in New York, and it's just such a beautiful tale with the most beautiful characters, the most vividly described characters. You feel like they are in the room with you when you read about them, and that's what I love about this book. So definitely at the top of my list. That brings me to the end of this top 5 Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed it. I will do a similar video by the end of this year, which will maybe be a top 15 books of 2015 video. I don't know yet, but look out for that in half a year. And then until then, or maybe just until my next video, have a great day everyone. Happy reading. Bye bye.